Hello, good humans. Welcome to the wonderful world of Janice Enjoys podcast, where we are all about unlocking life's incredible magic. I'm your incredible host, Nyambu Thogori, and I'm delighted to be with you here. First of all, thank you so much, guys, for all the support, for always giving me your positive feedbacks, and for always watching my episodes and sharing. I love you and I appreciate all of you so much. Today's episode is not like any other, because today's episode I am joined here by a good friend of mine as a guest, because we're here to talk about the circle of women and how they impact us positively and negatively, and how to know how to keep your circle in a neat, in a closed, in a nice circle that you can, of people that you, or women that you can rely on. And she's an inspiration, and I know she's going to incite us on a lot of ideas, because she's a woman's woman, and she's an incredible woman that I can testify this, that I am honored to know. And I want her to share with us what she thinks and why she thinks like this, and share some insight with us, at least so that we can be able to understand ourselves better and the people that surround us, because this podcast is Janice Enjoys podcast, and we are all about self-awareness. So what is self-awareness without knowing the people that are around you? And the people that are around you are the effects of yourself and the energy that you give out. So welcome, my friend. Welcome, honey.
Thank you, babe. How are you?
I'm fine.
It's been a long time.
Yes. I missed you.
I've missed you too.
Thank you for coming with the rains. She did make it after all. She did.
Because I'm a girl. I'm a woman's woman.
Yes.
She has invited me for this podcast for a week or 2 weeks before, and I've been preparing for this. It's my first time, babe, on this podcast.
Yes.
Or in any other podcast, and I've prepared for some points. And thank you for having me.
Thank you. We can't wait to listen and share the wisdom. Okay.
Yes.
We can. Yeah. We're really much looking forward to all of that and knowing what you know, and we'd like to learn a lot from you, because we want all women who are. They are women's keeper. We want
a healthy circle of women.
We want a society that people stop saying, oh, women are their worst enemies. We're not. No, of course not.
I don't agree with that statement.
No, me too.
I don't. I never agree.
No, I love all my girls so much. We might fight, we might do this.
But I love women.
Yeah.
And I hate seeing women suffering in friendship, in relationships. I just hate seeing women suffering.
No, it's not worth it. It's not worth it. You don't have to suffer for nothing, honey. Okay? So, as always, I am asking you, please like, share, and subscribe. This is going to be an incredible episode. Listen to it, and I hope you have your journal with you. As you listen to us, I hope you're going to jot something down that is going to help you elevate or inspire you one way or another, because that is why we are here. Anyway, that is why this podcast is here, and that is why we have this guest who is an inspiration to this generation. So welcome. And as always, I'm just going to start with the points that we already have, and we're going to elaborate together, and everybody to give their point of view of this awareness. Okay, so number one, welcome, honey.
Thank you, babes.
Cheers
to this girl code episode.
Yes, Janice Enjoys podcast.
You're doing an incredible job.
Thank you.
To empower women out there.
Thank you. So, empowerment and support.
In friendship, in girls, in women.
Yes.
That's a thing, babes. That's a very big thing.
Yes.
And I think every woman should have a circle that empowers her, that supports her, that are always behind her, regardless of anything that is going to happen, either in business, either in careers. I wish every woman have that woman behind her for that support. And that woman doesn't have to be your relative, doesn't have to be your mom, doesn't have to be someone that is related to you, but a friend. I'm talking of a friend.
Yes. And I can't emphasize enough, because we live in a society where women, they are the first people to stab you in the back.
Yes.
Maybe talk bad things about you when you leave a room. They start doing some kind of funny things about talking behind your back, and you think that they are your friends, but maybe, and it's a very, very sick thing to do, especially if you want to grow together, and if this person has opened up to you as a friend, leave alone even the best of friend, even the people you find the people bitching or talking, I'm sorry to curse, but talking ill about other women. You find a lady or a woman seated with other men, and they're busy talking ill about somebody else, whether it's on social media, whether it's in real life. You find that girl is the first person. It is a group of men. Don't forget that it's a group of men.
That's where we come through, babes, and say you have to choose healthy friendships within you. It's a bad thing, yes, for a woman to talk about women, and I don't always support a conversation where I hear men talking bad about women, and I come in, talk the same ill-mannered, and I start talking, women do this, women do that. No, I'm not that kind of a person. But at the same time, you should be able, we have those women in the society and we cannot avoid them.
No.
And we should be able to choose healthy friendship, healthy circle, healthy women around you.
Yes.
Let me tell you, babe, there is this bitter fact that comes through. The women that you keep around is who you are.
Yeah.
It's who you are, babe.
Yes.
If you keep women that keep on talking bad about other women, that's who you are. That's who you'll become.
You become the other person who's gossiping.
Yeah, if you keep 4 women that gossip about other women, you become the 5th. That comes automatically. So I used to hear this phrase that says, the people you keep around is who you are, and I used to ignore it that much, but that is who you are.
When you come and think about it.
Yeah, that is who you are. At some point, you will start talking about other women. And here I'm talking about having circle of friends who will support you in career, who will support you in business. Don't get me wrong. I don't mean when you start a business, your friends will never become your first customers or your first clients. And you shouldn't be mad about that.
No.
Maybe I will support you in another way, but babes, maybe I cannot afford your products. Yes. Maybe you're selling something that is above my financial capabilities and I might not afford it. But I'm still supporting you. Maybe you want me to share your Instagram page, your social media page. I will still support you in that manner. Yes. So don't take it like this girl is my friend and she doesn't buy my products. It doesn't go that way. Maybe I'm giving you support in another way.
Okay, but let me ask, what if you find you are the toxic one?
Yeah, you can be the toxic one. And most time I tell friends, don't play as a woman, don't play a victim mentality. Yeah. After you fall out with friends, just recollect yourself and ask yourself, what is that one thing that made you to be friends with those people that you're calling toxic? Yeah. There is something in you that made you fall for them.
Or also, you can be the one who's always gossiping and saying bad things about other people.
Then you're not healed. You're supposed to stay aside with friendships. Stay away and heal first, babes, before you create healthy friendships. Stay away, because you'll keep on creating those friends. And let me tell you, women, you know that statement that we hate so much, at women are their worst enemy? They become your worst enemy when you are in a very unhealthy circle of friends.
Yes.
They really become your worst enemy. And they can do the worst to you.
I totally agree.
Yes.
I totally agree with you. And by the way, and it's very, if you find out that you're the person who has all those kind of traits that are funny, you should first sit with yourself and ask yourself, why am I like this? And see if you can be able to recollect yourself. Exactly. and stop being the person who's always having the fault.
Exactly.
And see if you think you're right, then you should find a new set of friends. Yeah. But you feel like I feel like I'm wrong in this, you should really go back to your friends, because they might they might be your sisters, and after all, they might not help you financially, but they help you emotionally, because
Absolutely.
women like talking, and that is how we heal. The good thing about
Absolutely.
us, is that is how we heal, when we talk more.
Absolutely.
So if you, for you to be healthy and to be stable in the mind, I feel like you need a group of girls,
Yeah.
who you can totally rely on. It doesn't have to be financially or anything, but girls that you can really call in, like, anytime, for a sober mind, and they tell you, like, a sober advice, and they tell you, no, BT, this is no, or you tell me, no, Nyambu, this is not like this. But when you don't have that awareness within you, it's going to be a little hard to even be able to live with other people, for example.
I absolutely agree with you.
Yes.
I absolutely agree with you, because there are those kind of women say that I don't need women friendships around me. Let me tell you, when a woman tells you she doesn't need a woman friendship around her, she's the toxic one.
No, my God.
Absolutely, she's the toxic
agree.
one.
I hope.
Actually, I don't need women friendships. You're the toxic one.
You are.
Because there are things that men will not substitute in your life.
You
but
are,
women
honey.
will.
You are.
You are the toxic one.
You are.
So you have to check yourself. If you don't need women friendships around, check on yourself.
We all need
Yes,
the empowerment and the support, because after all, men are always against us.
Men are always against
Men are
us.
always against women.
They see women going like women are so empowered so much. What did you want us to do? Yes, we are empowered. Do you want us not to be empowered so that you can sit on us? No. Don't get us wrong. We are not the alpha females. We are not the people that are against men. No. In fact, we love men. We love men. But we love women more.
Yes. Be your sister's keeper. Be your sister's keeper. And have a group of empowered women
around you. Exactly.
Yes, that you at least look up to. I've said this before in my podcast, by the way, that we all need, like, an empowered group of women who'll help us go up, because women who are empowered don't look down on other women, and they don't try to belittle you in any way.
You don't.
They
I
try
will
to
always
bring
see
you
you as
up
an
with
inspiration.
them.
Like, you told me I'm starting a podcast, and I was like, go, girl.
Yes,
go.
I
You know,
remember.
I'm just behind you. Just in case you
remember.
need something, you can just ask me. You need to have, I always encourage any other woman, you don't need to have a clique of many women around you. Just 2 to 3 are enough for you. And in fact, they say when you have a lot of women,
or a lot of friends, for that matter, not only women.
a lot of friends, just check on you. There's something wrong with you. There is something wrong with you. You just need 2, 3 to 4 at most, who will keep you healthy, who will keep
Your
you
support
healthy.
system.
Your support system.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, babe, for that point. That was a
Yes.
wonderful empowerment and supporting women.
We really do. We really need to do that, because everything, especially here in Africa, not at work, everything is against us from the payment method. They pay us less than
From the roles that we are given women, like.
So if you're not your sister's keeper, then who are you?
Like, you just meet a woman, the zipper is open, and you cannot tell your fellow woman that the zipper is open. No, that's not good, baby.
No,
it's not good.
No.
Let's go to the second point, baby.
Yes, please.
The second point, I'm talking about open communication and honesty in your group of women. That's so important. The group of women that you have should be willing to communicate openly, honestly, and to tell you this is what it is. Babe, today when we go different ways because of something, I will give you 2 to 3 days for you to reflect on yourself, for me to reflect on myself. But as for me, I'm not patting on my back, but I'm a very open communicator. I will communicate as it is, whether you take it in a good way or in a bad way. I will communicate, and that's how it's supposed to be in a clique of friends. When you have something, or you're going out, you have arranged for an outing, we want to go out and take some drinks, and we have arranged tomorrow at this time you're going to meet somewhere, and you decide to wait until that time, and you say, no, I'm not coming, or you start lying. You start lying, like you just back out, just simply because you don't have money and you didn't tell us you don't have money.
You don't have enough funds.
Just tell your friends. You should be, if you're around friends that you cannot tell that you don't have enough funds, or your financial capability right now does not allow you to go out, then you're with the wrong type of friends.
Absolutely.
You're with the wrong type of friends. You're supposed to be around friends who you're so open to tell them, babes, you've arranged for this out. I cannot afford to go to Villa Rosa.
No.
Can we go somewhere else? I cannot afford to go to this place that you've mentioned. Or at this time, I'm not able financially. Not unless you tell me, babe, come, I'll take care. Everything that you will eat, you will
I'll
drink.
cater for
You'll cater for everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I must be able to communicate to a group of friends, because I will evade for how long? Maybe I'm unable to cater for those outings, maybe for the next 2 months because I'm doing a project, or I'm out of my job. How long will I evade? And maybe you people are calling me every weekend. You'll start telling me that I'm a toxic friend. I don't want to show up.
Yeah.
And yeah, you definitely tell me I'm a toxic friend.
Yeah,
And you really don't know what I'm passing through.
Yeah.
So I should be able to communicate.
Mm-hmm.
And that communication does not come easily, not unless you are around healthy friends.
Yes. I think this is something that really affects a lot of us.
Yeah.
It really does. It really affects a lot of us, because we want to live in a society that we pretend that everything is okay.
Yeah, true.
We want to live like men.
Mm-hmm.
You know, men are people who
They sober up, like they just say themselves, you're okay, you're gonna fight. Like you tell a man to show up, he will show up, and he has nothing. Maybe he doesn't want to communicate.
And men, they're not like us. When a man, that is why you find men, they're always buying alcohol for their friends, but they can't help their friend when they're in need.
Exactly. They're rather buy the alcohol. Yeah. Exactly.
So I think we have been in that terrible type of in a terrible society where we are taught this, when we see this growing up but we think that this is not good, because the men I don't want to use this word, but let me use it. The patriarchy has made us think that the men are always right with their opinions, and we are, as women, we want our masculinity to come out, and we want to be like men. We can't compete with men. So when we do that, you find that
you're not vulnerable.
You're not vulnerable, and you're not honest with your friends, because as women are supposed to be honest. That is a virtue. That is a feminine virtue, by the way. Men are the ones who are supposed to be liars.
If you find yourself lying, you're operating in your masculinity.
Yeah. So I find like this comes from how we have been raised, and but we have been raised, and that is where we came from. But where we are right now, we are supposed to make better choices. We are supposed to grow and become better, not grow and become worse, or become worse than where we came from.
And generations are changing.
And generations are changing also.
If you want to keep women around you, then you must be able to communicate. Call out a bad behavior in your friend. Just call it out.
I totally agree. And this is something that all of us ladies, actually, able listen to me, we really need to change on this. Communicate with your friends like the truth. If you can't, they are not going to beat you. Who's going?
We are grown-ups. No one's gonna beat you. That's the thing. Why are you lying? Why are you keeping quiet?
Nobody's going to beat you when you say no. Saying no is very easy, by the way. People don't know that. And
it's not easy, babe, as you say. I've been struggling with it, by the way.
We all have.
Yeah, I've been struggling with it for the longest period of time. It's just recently that I learned to say no. Like, you're calling me somewhere, I'll say no. You're telling me to go somewhere, I say no. I've said no to a lot of friendships this year, actually. It's a sad thing, but there are friendships that I've been having that were so unhealthy that I had to say no. And I've been keeping this for a long time because, what if I say no? This is the person that I grew with but that person is draining me, actually.
Yeah.
This person is draining me.
That is why we need
but I did have the power to say no. What if I say no and she goes out there and be loud enough to tell everyone that I'm the toxic one? That was the fear that I had.
Oh,
That was the actual
my
fear that I had.
God.
But when I came to realization this year, I said no to a lot of it.
Oh.
I didn't give. If you have read the book, A Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck,
Yes.
and that is something that I have practiced this whole year. I don't give that fuck to any.
Congratulations, by the
Yeah,
way.
thank you.
Congratulations.
I have worked on myself, and I'm so happy about it. I've pushed away so unhealthy friendships that were in me.
Yeah.
I'd rather be alone. Like, I'm now contented in my loneliness. I'm contented in my quietness.
Yes. Yeah. Actually, that is a very good thing. Come to think of it, because if people are not helping you grow, elevate, or feel empowered, they're just there to bring you down. I usually tell women who listen to my podcast all the time to stay away from this kind of groups and this kind of people, because these people are the ones who like draining themselves because they don't know who they are. Because if you're the person who likes bringing yourself up and lifting your spirits, you also want to bring the people around you up, and your spirit also want to bring them up. Because if the spirit of people around you is down, you find yourself that you're not suffering from what I'm suffering, but you find I'm dragging you in. And eventually
that point is so right.
And eventually,
because it's something within them. It's something within them.
You'll be swallowed.
But
yes,
they want
to
pull you because you're doing good. Because I'm seeing Nyambu is doing good, and me, there is something I'm struggling with. Let me pull her. So I start draining her. I start like, I want money. I want money. I want money.
And it's
I
so
want us to go out. I want us. And you're telling me no, and I call you a toxic friend because it's something within me. I have the void space, and I want to drain you so that our lives together can be sailing on the same waves, you know.
That's no, and
that was the situation that I was in. But I thank God I'm out of there, and I feel so much at peace. So much at peace.
Yeah, and that is what you feel when you begin the self-awareness journey.
Exactly.
And you feel like you're so fulfilled with your own life. No matter where you are or what you do, you feel like you're so fulfilled, and you're so contented, and you're so happy. And I'm so proud of you, by the way. And if you're struggling with this, please, as you've heard, it's so easy to say no. It is, and remove yourself from the equation. Please, really do, because it's not doing you any good after all.
It's not.
No.
It's not.
Okay, so this brings us to my next point, which is respecting boundaries. As your friends, as the girls in your circle, you need to really respect some of your girls' boundaries. There are girls who don't like visitors.
Me, I'm one of them. I'm one of them. Actually, you're attacking me and I'm here on the show.
And it's a real thing, by the way.
I don't. Okay, I'm an extrovert. You know me. I'm an extrovert, but I'm that kind of a person. I have a social face and I have an introverted face. When I go out socially for 4 days, I will need like a week
to recover.
I recover that energy back. So I'm that kind of a person. I don't love visitors. Knock in, knock out, come. Every weekend you're just no, I'm not that kind of a person. No, I feel drained.
Yeah. And come to think of it, actually, you guys, let me tell you, like she said, when she's out for 3 days, she wants like a week to recover the energy. Because when you're with people, they really take out a lot of you. They really do. You might not think about it at the moment,
and your cup remains empty.
Yeah, exactly. So it's good to always, for me, I feel like respecting boundaries. I was giving an example with people who don't like visitors. There's so many other things. Yes, there's so many other things people like boundaries on. That was the first example. But there are some friends who also don't like when you sharing some stuff, or there are some friends who don't like it when you share any information, not even their name.
But that's a girl code, babe. When I come to you, we have a group of friends. Maybe we are 4. When I come to you, I tell you, this is what I'm going through. This and this. I don't expect it to hear from anyone else. Not unless I give you a permission for you to share it out with other friends.
But we know other ladies do this kind of stuff, and they
you forget yourself and go and tell other people, like,
And this is where they make the boundaries, they make their boundaries shaky, and they make their friends not trust them anymore.
Exactly.
Like
exactly.
the second point you said was
Communication.
So when respecting your boundaries, you need to tell your friends, I don't like ABCD, so that when they don't respect the boundary,
Exactly.
you call them out immediately. You tell them, but I told you, I don't like this.
And I shouldn't feel bad about it. I shouldn't.
Verify.
I shouldn't be feeling bad about
She
it.
feels bad about it, and you're like, what is wrong, with you?
She goes and keep quiet on you like a week, and you're like, I just communicated something that was
so these people who don't know how to communicate and respect other people's boundaries, and these people who have this kind of girl problem, are people who don't know themselves.
Like, babes, you don't expect to have a sleepover for your girls, and they come to your house and take all things of yours. They just go to your wardrobe, take your dress and put it on, take your wig, take your makeup.
Oh my God.
Without your permission.
I've had a guest in my house sometime back. Let me give you this story. She came. I didn't know her so well. She was a friend of a friend, but because she didn't live around, so she needed a place. I'm telling you, she was literally in every place in my house.
I can't stand
she's
her.
in the fridge, she's in the wardrobe, she's oh my God, I was so irritated. Actually, the following day, she didn't want to go, but I just told her I'm going somewhere, and I wasn't.
So that she can live.
So that she can live.
And no, I think respect and that self boundaries
Ooh,
are so important, because
I'm getting goosebumps.
I had a friend who would take my phone and go all over my photos.
What? Where do you get the audacity?
All my photos. I've just shown you one photo, babes. You just go all around.
So I think respecting other, and I've talked about boundaries here so many times. I speak about boundaries in family, in friends, in siblings,
Exactly.
Everywhere. You need to have boundaries. I tell you,
I even have boundaries with my brothers. I'm the only daughter. I have two brothers, but I usually have boundaries with my brothers.
You have to.
So that is something that I execute in friendship. I execute in my cousins. I execute in everyone. Like, I should have boundaries in my workplace, everywhere.
And you know, when these people who don't have boundaries, you know, they don't have boundaries because of why? Because they've not done the inner work. They don't know themselves. So that is why you find they overstep on other people's boundaries because they think they are useless.
Yeah, that's the thing.
But you think that they are not important. The boundaries I've put on you for myself, you think that they are not important because you have not done the inner work to know exactly what is your, and that is why, to do your inner work, that is why I'm insisting, everybody keep a journal, so that it's easy for you
do
to
the shadow work. Actually, keep a journal, learn to be contented, and just pick things that you won't like someone to do to you. Like, when I tell you there is a reason I tell people, don't come in with your shoes in my house, and you think that is invalid, and you come step my carpet with your shoes, you're gone as a friend. You are gone as a friend, because you can't invalidate my boundaries. You can't. Even the smallest thing, when I tell you, don't use this glass, use the other one, that's a boundary I've kept in my own house. You should respect it.
You should, because this is not my house.
Yeah,
you know?
You should.
So respecting boundaries is very important when it comes to keeping your female friends, because we know how it goes.
Yeah, as women, we know how it goes. Like, it's
do the inner work.
I might love you so much. I might love you so much as a friend, but you cannot respect my boundaries. You have to go. You have to go.
And don't compromise your boundaries, because
Yes.
they say, I saw a TikTok video that was saying they're telling you, oh, you've changed, you think you're all that. Yes, you are.
Yes, definitely I will change over time.
Yes, you are.
I will change.
And don't be afraid to
I will change.
When do you want to stay the same?
I've been told by many people, like, this year, babes, you've changed. Babes, you don't want us to go out. Babes,
yes, because
I'm on a place where I'm not taking alcohol in the meantime. Why should I go out with you who is taking alcohol.
Even if you're taking alcohol, money, your money, you want to use it on something else.
So, babes, maybe you'll tell me I'm in a space right now that I'm lactose intolerant, I'm not doing this. Then I come to your house, I say, lazima tupike chai ya maziwa tukunywe.
No. No.
Boundaries.
No.
I might love you so much as a relative, as a friend, or as a sibling, but if you cannot keep my boundaries, you're gone. You're gone out of my life.
So this takes us to the next step.
My next point is navigating healthy competitions in friendships and in women. As women, we have so much competition within us, within girl code. We cannot refuse that. Like, these are how women are made, and we cannot refuse this fact that as women have a content of jealousy in our hearts. And that jealous can be either positive or negative jealousy.
And it's so funny.
Yeah, it's so funny, but don't tell me that you're never ever jealous of anyone. You are jealous. As a woman, there is that piece in your heart that is there. So you have to navigate whether it's healthy or it's unhealthy or it's negative. Babe, you have had friends that, a group of friends wako pamoja, but the way they navigate competition is so bad.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of
Babe, I've seen you dressed like this. A healthy one, I'll tell you, D, you look good. Nyambu, you look good. I want this kind of dress. Where did you get it?
Here's your plug.
What's your plug? I want this kind of wig. Where did you get it? What's your plug? And you definitely tell me. Me, I don't pat on my back, but I say I'm a woman's because a lot of people that I have in my contact, they can attest, they can come and comment down below. Are women, when they come to me and ask me about anything, I'll give them the plug. Yeah. Where did you get that hair? I'll give them the plug. Where did you get that? I'll give them even plus number. I can give them, like, just go and call and do this. I'll refer to them when I can. But there are those kind of people that I will see you today with this dress. I will not even ask. I'll make sure I go and tafuta. Like, hey, I go and look for it.
It's so funny. It's so funny.
I see today D has bought a car, or D is elevating to the next category in her career. I keep quiet on her. I start refusing to hang out around with you because actually you're elevating and I'm still there.
Those are not friends.
Those are not friends.
Those are not friends.
You should be able to curb your jealousy. And to curb your jealousy is having a group of friends that you're so able to cheer, to celebrate wins actually with each other. Like, I will tell you, D, you're doing this, man. Hey, you're doing so good. Or, I've seen you elevating. What is this thing that you're doing that I'm not aware?
Yeah.
So that I can do also. Or maybe it can work with me.
Yeah.
So that I can elevate myself.
Yeah.
Growth in friendships.
And this jealousy thing, it's so curious. Personally, I've never experienced jealousy. Funny thing, maybe I've experienced it second hand, but first hand, I have never. Maybe if I usually encounter jealousy when I'm already, I hear people were jealous of me when I'm already
moved out.
I don't even remember their names.
Maybe you can be there and your friends can be jealous without you knowing that they're jealous until you move out. I used to have a friend, sorry to say this, I never knew she was jealous until she moved out of my life. That's when I knew she was jealous. Like, there was a certain statement that she used to utter now and again, that later on, at that point, I never saw that statement being toxic, but later on, I came to navigate around and I was like, wow, I was with a person that was so jealous, and this person, given a chance, he will even put something on my drink for me to die.
Those people are capable of killing you. If you're jealous, yes. As a woman, first of all, what are you jealous about?
And you can still do it. You can still elevate yourself.
There's always room for improvement. Always the room. Have you ever had that is the only classroom that is never full?
Yes. There's always. It's just upon you.
That is
for
the
you
only
to decide.
Class.
For you to come out and call yourself that you want to improve. And there is always a time and chance and seasons for everyone in life.
Where I'm insisting.
Today you'll grow. I'm still there, and tomorrow I'll grow. Today you'll go to Dubai. Tomorrow I will go to Cape Town. So, babes, there's always I don't see, and there are those people, jealous doesn't come from people who are down. Let me tell you, that's a very bitter statement, the bitter truth. Jealousy does not come to friendships that are always down. It comes from even people that have already made it.
Yes, I've had.
They're very jealous of you because they don't want you to grow.
And for me, no, babe, I think I'll have to differ with you there. But I think for you, for someone else to be jealous of you, first of all, as a woman or as a lady, is because the other person doesn't know themselves. That is number one.
Exactly.
That because they are seeing themselves through your eyes. So first of all, if somebody is seeing themselves through my eyes, or other people's eyes, they might not be my eyes, but they might be this people, their neighbors, their friends, or somebody else. So if somebody's is seeing themselves through other people's eyes,
You're right.
has already some mental health problem.
Exactly.
Honestly, and that person is even not supposed. That person is not even supposed, not even to be in your circle
That's
of
the
friends.
thing. And that person
is not even supposed to be
and
someone
maybe
you
that
know.
person has a lot more than you. But the fact that they're insecure with their lives. Some have
more than you in terms of finances or
no,
or
in terms of
assets,
growth, they have grown more than you, babes. So there is nothing that they can
age-wise or
like
maturity, because that one is not mature. That is still a child.
That's maturity financially, career-wise, business-wise. But this person, jealousy doesn't have to be materialistic.
Actually, you can
They
be
can see like you're very smart more than them.
no, you can be very stable financially and be a shitty person.
Yes.
And that we leave for the men to do it. We leave it for the men. As a woman, if you're financially stable, that means your sister, your friend, your mother is financially stable. Have you ever had men are doing very well and their mother is living like a homeless person?
It's not being, let me correct you, it's not even men alone. But okay, it happens to women, especially the ones with masculinity energy, because they tend to say men are not soft at heart. As women, we are soft at heart. That's why when we grow, we have to, like, we want everyone around us to grow, you know. That's femininity.
That's a very feminine.
That's femininity. But when you find a woman, she has grown, and the group of friends she has...
she's pulling them down.
Not even pulling them down. Babe, you cannot be... You are at the problem, let me tell you. If you are at the top there, and all your 4 friends are at the bottom there, you are the problem.
Yes, of course. That is why we say you look for a support system.
Yes.
A support system where you're not jealous, you're not gossiping, you're not competing. For God's sake, what are you competing about?
The other day,
for God's sake,
I saw a video on TikTok. Someone talking about she was getting married and she has this group of friends and she was choosing them as their bridal team. And here you are, like, be my bridal team, be on my bridal team. And those women were like, no, we can't. Maybe you support us, maybe you buy for us, maybe you do, you know, because actually I cannot even blame those women and say that they're jealous about her being married. No, it's because, babe, she was up there and the friends she's choosing for a bridal team, they have nothing. Actually, they're jobless.
Who are you friends with out here, you guys?
They're jobless.
Who are you friends with?
That's why I'm telling you, you choose a friend according to where you are. Or maybe higher.
No. You always want friends who are better than you to give you room for
It's either
growth.
you are where you are or better than you. You cannot be somewhere you are earning a 7-digit figure and you're having a friend that is earning
for Christ's sake, no.
Because you'll tell me to be on your bridal team that you have chosen that bridal dresses maybe 100K and I cannot afford it.
Honestly, this is oh my God.
Sorry for this.
I'm surprised. Anyway, that is why they encourage you, find a support system. Yani, every other point is 0 if you have no support system.
Exactly.
Everything else I've said and my friend has said is nonsense. If you have no support system, if you have people who are competing with you, excuse you. Who told you your path is the same? My path is not the same as hers, and she's my friend. Can you imagine? We are on. Do you know? Let me tell you. Some of my other friends, they are super successful and they have super successful relationships. They have super successful careers, and I don't think I've ever seen or I've ever had any of us even being jealous, even asking them for help, even for the smallest.
And this is not to give you pressure to create a friendship with some.
No, it is.
It's
You
not
need
about
no. For me,
pressure.
I need to give them pressure. You need to find friends with people who are benefiting you in your life. My friends, I've told you, they have the best relationships and the best everything and the best careers. They are good for me, for my growth, because they show me what I have to do. They are leading me the right way.
Exactly.
They are leading me in the right way in a relationship way.
So that when they need you, you'll not be back there saying, I don't have that money to support you. You know, that's a thing that I'm telling people. You cannot. That's a thing, by the way. It's not even about pressure, but that's a thing. That's a thing, babe.
No. You should find a support system.
Yeah.
People who understand you. That is number one. People who feel you, who are empaths. You know, you need somebody who will feel your pain like you do. Who will feel your loss like you do.
Yeah.
Who will feel your success like you do.
They shouldn't be jealous.
Who's celebrating you like you are celebrating yourself. You don't need people who are on your graduation or on your wedding and they're giving you bombastic side eye and
they're like everywhere. Like I knew somewhere maybe. Why did she even make it? Why did she?
No. Please. If you're in this kind of friendship, please go on detox. Go on detox of friendships.
Go on detox.
1 year. Meet new people. Let those toxic people stay toxic together. There, very far.
Me, babe. Okay, I've had those shallow friendships. Well,
honestly, I don't think I'd ever say I've ever had some extreme bad.
Okay, mine were not extreme. And let me tell you, one thing about toxic friendships, you'll never know they're extreme until they're out.
It's like a relationship.
That's one thing. Maybe I'm here with you.
Cheers.
And maybe I'm here with you, babe, and I'm toxic to you, but you'll never know the extreme of toxicity until I move out of your life. And you'll be calling yourself like, but Ayana told me this and this.
But also, I have a very important point that I have to put across when it comes to this kind of friendships. When you meet somebody, like for example, when I met you the first day, I was very authentic with you.
Yeah.
You knew I was loud. You knew I the kind of things you do.
Yes, yeah.
So when you're authentic with a person, you even give them room to be authentic, to be themselves. And when you do that, it's easy for you to establish a relationship or a friendship from an authentic base.
Exactly.
Where you find you have this. When people are putting a facade or they're trying to be someone else, it's because first of all they're not comfortable.
Yeah.
That is for number one. I think they don't feel comfortable. That is why you find they have so many things they need to hide. You see, and when you have a facade for people, especially if you don't hang out every time or every day, it's going to be difficult for me to know the real you if I've never known the authentic you.
Exactly.
But for you met the authentic me. And I heard some lady saying on TikTok, people who are free-spirited and people who give all good positive energy, they usually think the people they meet are the same as them.
That's the thing. That's how I am, by the way. I usually think the people I do things for,
they're the same as you. No. You need to give some people that space.
But they have failed. I failed in that because I always think the kindness that I have
is the same
kindness
no.
People will have, you know.
No, that's
the thing that I've learned, babes. I've learned the hard way because the people that took advantage of my kindness, the loudness that I have maybe has been irritating to some people. I'm loud.
No, they should just go where they don't find loud people. If you're loud, be loud. Why do you want to minimize yourself because of other people? If they're not comfortable,
they should go away. Because that's my nature. I am loud. I am open communicator. I will call you out on this and this and this. Whether you come back and tell me this is okay, this is fine. Whether you keep quiet.
Don't minimize yourself for anyone. Do not. And you ladies, you should listen. You should never minimize yourself. You should be authentic from day one. You should just tell them, this is who I am.
Yes.
Take it or leave it.
Exactly.
If you're the people who, this nowadays people have funny things, and they are expecting, there's too much expectation for friendship
friendships.
But you see the way people like saying having a romantic relationship is a lot of work. Do you know any kind of relationship?
Once are women friendships.
For me, I feel like my female friendships have been a walk in the park.
It's a lot of
Honestly, my female friendships have been a walk in the park, but my romantic relationships is something else.
Women friendships is a lot of work because I think my romantic relationship has been
I walk in the park.
I walk in the park.
No, but
female friendship has been
you have been choosing the wrong people, and they've been choosing you back. So you should sit with yourself and see which parts of you compromise.
I already called myself out. I sat down with myself. You know what was my problem? I didn't play a victim. I was like, why every time I get myself with this toxic friendship? Because babe,
you compromised something.
No, yeah, I'm the only daughter at home. And I've been longing for a very long time to get sisterhood. Yeah. So, babe, when I get a friend coming in my life, I treat them as a sister. I give it my all, babe. Like, I give it my all. You might come today. I want this amount of money. I will go all my way to look for that amount of money. I want I'm just at your back because I want that sisterhood. I called myself. And right now, I'm in a space where I'm very comfortable with me being the only daughter, me having friendship in my brothers, in my mom and my dad. The rest, I don't want that sisterhood. When it comes, it comes.
Funny thing, my best friend, she's the only daughter also, and she's born in a family of 4 brothers, and she's the only daughter, but she's the 4th born. I tell you something, she's like you. She's my soulmate. Yani, she knows me better than I know myself. Yeah. And one thing I love about her, I love about her, she's an empath. You know, she understands, she feels me. Let me tell you, when you pierce this ear, wherever she is.
That's how we are. And
she feels it.
But that's how we are. Then now she got a good friend in you. But then me, in that character, I got bad friends who took advantage of me in that character. You know, they knew I'm kind, I am an empath. When I tell Ayana I need this, I will definitely get. They don't know even my position. Babe, do you know I used to have people that don't even check on me. They don't know even how I am. They will see social media that I'm sick. Maybe I've not been on social media for a week and they'll never call me. But after a week, they'll be like, can I have this and this amount of money? They don't know even where I was.
Oh no, honey, no. This is,
and that is how
This is not allowed. This is not allowed.
I need to work on myself and be contented in who I am, in my own space.
Yes.
Because I usually don't like play a victim, like, oh, this and this did this to me. But all I knew
it's not even healthy to.
But all I knew is I usually go all my way. And that is something that I knew back then because I need sisterhood.
No, that is so wrong. You should feel, you know, I love this song. I love it. It's a gospel song. The person who sings it, she's called Tasha Cobbs. She sings, "Fill me up, Lord."
Yeah, fill me up, yeah.
So that I can be able to.
And that is what I've been doing. I think right now I've been in a space where
you're just filling your cup.
Yeah.
Filling your cup.
There's a scripture that says that, oh Lord, fill my cup so that I cannot give from an empty cup.
Yes, until I run it over. And that is very important because when you find you're doing things like this, you find you attract your tribe.
Yeah, exactly.
You find you attract your tribe because now people, people will start saying, first of all, when you start knowing yourself and start the journey of self-awareness, people will start saying, oh, squeeze yako na maringo, squeezy she's this and this, squeezy she's this and this. But you have nothing to say. You just know you're working on yourself and you know what you want, the end goal. The end goal.
Do you know there are places that you can invite me right now and I won't come.
And that is self-growth.
That you can call me and I won't show up.
Oh God, I love hearing this on this podcast because this is what we want to see, and this is what we women want to be. And please, if you have or you are in this kind of circles of friends or people who are bringing you down constantly, or who are always trying to pull your self-esteem down, or always trying to ask you why are you doing this instead of this, let them do that. You do you. Stop. People should stop telling. No, you should first sit in your own head and space and think of what like we say, when we all have our goals that we want to achieve, exactly. And we all have, and our goals, like I said, all our paths are different. I am not walking the same path as her. You see, and we're friends. Like she said, we are friends. But like she said, she has gone through so many traumatic experiences with female friendships that she really feels scared to let her guard down. But you need to find a support system of women who are ready to hold your hand and bring you to the top with them, who are not jealous. And you should always, even if it's even if it's Dorcas, her DP's wife, or Oprah Winfrey or Michelle Obama comes here, you need to know who I am first before Michelle or Oprah takes me to the next level. You need to know, you need to identify what I want from this relationship. Like we like I said, all relationships is a work, combined work.
It's just like any other dating relationship or a marriage or something. It's work.
You've had people saying, I didn't talk to her because she didn't talk to me. And you're like, you're so childish. No. What is wrong with this?
And this person,
I tried to call her. Imagine, I tried to call her. She didn't pick my calls.
And you take it so personal. Why don't you think that I'm trying to call Ayana and she's not picking? Maybe she's passing through some things.
Even you cannot be passing through something. You unaweza kuwa umelala in your bed. You just want your own time.
Actually, I don't want calls.
If your friends take that personal, that is not your friend. No, that is not.
Sometimes I just want.
My very close. Like you asked me when she came here, she asked me, babe, how many times do we even talk? If you ask her how many times we talk in a year,
like even in a year, maybe I meet Nyambu only maybe once a year
or twice.
We don't even talk, but whenever she feels like talking to me, I'm on a status. Or she will.
Or I want to
ask her something. I will ask without any obligation. Like now I've not talked to D for a long time.
What in the bwana yako?
I know, babe. Why should I be talking to you every day? We are friends. We know where our foundation is. So when I need you, I know where I'll get you. I know you will show up definitely. I don't need to talk to you every day.
And after all, we are all grown.
We're all grown up.
We all have our own responsibilities and our lives. And having my friend doesn't mean she's the only friend I have.
You get it? Repeat that segment again.
I have so many friends. Actually, I call so many of my friends best friends. You'll be surprised.
This one, she's an extrovert. So
you'll be surprised.
She has a lot of friends.
I have so many best of friends. And each friend serves their own purpose.
Yeah.
Like I said, I have one best friend. She's my soulmate. Another one, she's my best friend, but she gives me most stable advice when it comes to finances. You'll be surprised.
But that's how friendship should be. Everyone has a certain purpose in
your life. And that is why I'm saying a friendship is work in progress.
Yeah.
You put in, I put in. You put in, I put in. And that is where you grow together.
Exactly.
And you don't find people saying, oh, she got money and she's now a magarao. That is nonsense. That is playing victim mentality, honey. You're not a victim.
When I see a woman saying that phrase, it usually fascinates me. Like,
you have your own hands.
You have your own.
You have your own brain.
Also, grow, get that money, and have madarao. That is what I'll tell you.
And if
Grow
you
and have that money and
can't,
get
go
madarao.
and if you can't, ask me, how are you doing it? Ama,
Yeah.
how are you able? If I can't help you, you know I'm not your friend. Ama?
That's the thing.
And if I help you, you know I'll hold your hand and we go up together.
That's the thing. That's it.
That's very easy. It's like when we're told, if you want to get to put off a man that is always disturbing you, send me, ask him for money.
Send me money.
Send me money.
And you'll see which direction are you heading, you people.
So that
If it doesn't send, you drop
friendship
it.
friendship is the same.
Same thing.
Friendship is the same, and it doesn't mean that you have to meet me today and start venting about all the shit.
And that is what I think when you go back to Janet Mbuga's podcast, she was speaking the same the other day. Like, the people that you meet and they vent you out all the shit, and you've literally met them today. And they tell you how they're in a toxic marriage, toxic relationship, how their life is hard, how they need help, money help from you, how they...
Being a girl's keeper, it means you feel me, I feel you, you pour into me, I pour into you, and we grow together, and we talk about things, we love each other, we love, like love.
Yeah, love.
Like love. And we are there for each other because I'm your keeper and you're my keeper.
Exactly, babes. Exactly. That's how it should be.
Right? That is how it's supposed to be.
That's how it's supposed to be.
So ladies, thank you so much. It was great. It was a great episode. We're going to have another, because
Another episode.
Yes,
Sure,
because we have a lot to talk about this.
When I sit down with her, because she's a girl,
Yeah.
we have a lot to share. Like, since I came in, we have been talking.
Imagine, I was talking with
We have been talking, like, there is no time. And we've gone to friends where everyone is on their phone.
Yeah.
Like, but there is no time that I've even checked on my messages. I've been on my phone. When we're with her, we always talk. So
not only on this podcast, baby.
Yeah,
when we meet in a restaurant, when we meet in the street,
and we're loud,
you'll be surprised. So it's good to be your girl's girl, and to love your girls, and to always seek for their point of view. We don't know everything, and it's good to, because a man can't tell you a point of view of a woman, you know.
But babes, there is a certain point that you have to close with in this episode. Women's circle and friendship when it comes to romantic relationships. Like, we can be in a circle, we have friends, then I have a romantic partner, you have a romantic partner. We should be able to keep it as friends.
Yes.
Mimi, I don't want us to have, we are friends, we are a group of friends. I know when one gets married, it's a different dynamic, because when ako for that relationship, she has to respect the husband.
Yes.
She has to go with the rules of that husband, but you still have a life, you still have friends. Things will change. But we cannot say together today, we are meeting tomorrow at 6, then we all agree. Then tomorrow 6 p.m., you tell me, my man has told me we are not meeting again.
That's another thing, by the way.
Yeah, someone is literally texting, my man has told me we are not gonna meet again. My man has told me I should not meet you again. And you're so proud to tell me that your man has told me that you're not gonna meet again.
It's like he's your parent.
Yeah, and that is one thing.
Is that a relationship?
Sometimes I cannot blame that man. I blame the woman, because what have you told your man about me?
Yes.
Let me tell you, this is one thing I've always told you, and I'll keep on saying. When I'm introducing my friends to my man, I don't care whether they're alcoholic, they're hoeing around, they're thieves, I don't care. I will package them in a very, very good way, and I'll tell my man, I know there are those gossip pillow talks, but be careful on what you tell that
Stop
man.
with the pillow talk.
Stop it. Don't tell your man that this friend of mine is a hoe, is an alcoholic, You forget that men are logical thinkers, and they will put you the same category. It's just because you've got me right now that you can talk bad about your friends. But
where are you when they are doing those
where
things?
Where are you when they are hoeing? Where are you when they are drinking alcohol? Where are you? So be very careful how you package your people, your friends, to your man. Be very careful.
Yes, and that is a very important point also, and thank you so much for reminding me that. Because I saw a trend on TikTok, and this lady, what is her name? Simply Silantoi. she said something. If you didn't see, she said that her friend said that she was a terrible cook or something or something or something
To a man.
to her man. So then she calls the man when she's in her house and says, "You're in Silanto's house," and you said you're in Silanto. I think she was in the kitchen, and then they're saying you're in her house and she's in the kitchen and she doesn't know how to cook. So liniambia ajui kupika.
Na alikuwa kwa loudspeaker. My God, my goodness. Okay, that I've seen that thread and people were like, "Who are your friends? Who are actually your friends?" Because
reevaluate yourself.
Reevaluate yourself.
You
Reevaluate
really,
your friends.
yeah, you really need to do the inner work.
Your friends cannot run before their marriage partners and leave you behind, you know? Until now that I've got a man, my friend is not my friend anymore. My friend, when you get, because the men study those patterns so easily. Because when you get a problem, you're no longer having a friend out there to step with.
Funny thing, men never drop their friends.
They never. Even their lifestyle.
For anything. Even the lifestyle. Not even the friends.
Never.
They never give up anything.
They
never give up anything.
But you stop your life, eh?
Because you say
you ghost your friends. You talk ill about your friends because of marriage.
Be a woman's keeper, honestly. Because these women are going to be the people who are easing you down when you're talking.
Because I believe when you have healthy friends, when even your marriage is in crumbles, you'll have that clique of women. You have that woman, one woman who will keep you sane, will tell you this is not working. Okay, do this and this. This is not, and you'll have that another woman who cannot give advice on marriage but can pray for you. You have that another woman.
It might not even be trouble. It might even be the day you just want to break free from your family.
That's it.
You just want to go and let go. You don't want to be with the kids. You don't want to be with this man.
But you don't even have one friend you can call along.
You're not in bad terms with the guy. You're very good. But
because we need breaks. I believe people need breaks. Like right now, I'm alone, but I usually need breaks.
Where you just go out with your girls and you gossip about the latest shoe or the latest shop that is open.
I remember I used to have a friend, and we're still friends. We're in very healthy friendships. And she got married. She had a kid. We still talk. Like the husband knows me. But she told me one thing. When you get married and you have a kid, your life stops at some point and you start looking for that baby. And by the time you want to get out, maybe the baby has grown, you still don't know what to wear, what's happening out there, what's the latest restaurants to go, where are the latest plugs to go. You need that single friend.
That is where your girls come in. Even if they're not single.
Even if they're not single, that's where. Because maybe you're in a different stage in life. Maybe my kids are grown up. They are so big. So I'm out there in that world.
Or maybe your job allows you to go to different amazing places.
Now you're there. You've been stagnant for those 6 months. You're out there. You don't know the latest trends that are going on. I don't know even what dress to keep. You just don't know what restaurant to visit.
And because you're that person who hasn't healed their inner self, you can't even bring yourself to ask your friend, "Hey babe, what are people doing nowadays?" Because every day when we wake up and
your ego cannot allow, because you've been quiet on me since you got married. So why are you coming to ask me? Why, babe?
God, I thank you for my friends. I really love them, honestly, because I think I have the best set of girlfriends in my life. They pray for me, they love me, they call me, they talk to me, they give me their advices.
I'm yet to have those set of
I love them, honestly.
Honestly,
I'm saying like this as if I have 20 friends. I have like 4.
I cannot complain where I am because you're one of them. I cannot complain where I am right now because I also have friends that I can call upon, and they show up. We rarely talk, but they can show up. I cannot complain where I am, but I still, one of my biggest prayers to God, I still tell them, as you elevate me, elevate my friends, elevate the people that I will mingle with and create a meaningful relationship with. That's one of my prayers.
So
wind up, babe.
Yes, thank you so much, guys, and I hope this will serve as an insight and as an inspiration to you ladies. Please, this was just a wake-up call for all of us to do more of the inner work in ourselves so that we can be able to cultivate meaningful relationships with our partners, with our friends, with our kids,
Yes.
and with our neighbors and people who we come in touch with even our colleagues, because you find these are the kind of people you can't even be colleagues with. Yes. These are the kind of people when you're colleagues with, they are always you know, and who wants to be around that kind of a person? Nobody. So we should start by doing the inner work, acknowledge, and please do not be afraid to call out your toxic parts, because we all have, like she said, we all have our toxic parts, and we have but we need to make them work together for our own benefit, for our own good, for us to be able to thrive in the society and thrive in the community. Okay, so for, this is just a wake-up call. If you have this kind of friends, and if you are one of these friends, please do a very deep inner work and isolate yourself and give yourself a break. And please, your inner self work begins from here. Okay,
subconscious mind. From
here, you need to decide that you need to study your patterns also. By doing this, you need to start by keeping a journal and knowing if you've lost friends, you need to identify the places that the reasons why you lost those friends.
You have to.
If they were on the wrong side, you are already on the right track, because you left them and now you're on your path to finding people who are now going to help you elevate. But if you are this person that people are always running from, do the inner work. Nobody's hopeless. Nobody is hopeless, honestly. And we all, even if you're that toxic person, stay far, but do the work.
Yeah, do the work.
Stop going.
Work on yourself. Invest on yourself.
Stop going, putting your viruses on other people, making
traumatizing other people
and
in the name of friendship. No.
Traumatizing other people. No, you shouldn't do that. You should just sit with yourself, do the inner work, and we live in a happy society. Okay. So I hope this episode was an insight and it was an eye opener for all of you ladies, and even you men. Yes, I know it must be an eye opener. And thank you so much. I'm so glad. Thank you, honey, for being here.
Thank you.
I really appreciate it.
I look forward to come again and again. Whenever you need me, I'll be here for you, baby.
Thank you so much. And we'll have more of these kind of episodes where we have a two perspective kind of view, where we at least learn the basic and the normal things that affect our day-to-day lives. Okay, so thank you so much. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Thank you so much. Bye.